All right, everyone. Let's see if I can keep my voice. This is a all signs reading, a very important one. Do not fast forward. Okay? This is a very important all signs reading. Why? Well, from the title, you probably know that it's about Mercury Retrograde and the energies, how those Mercury Retrograde energies are going to affect your soulmate connection, and whether or not this DM on the other side of the Divine Masculine does anything or not. And the reality is, Mercury Retrograde does tend to bring people back to you. That's one of its things. Mercury is very close to the Earth. It affects us. That's why appliances break and cars break down. All kinds of shit happens with your computers and stuff like that when it goes retrograde. It usually makes the news. They even got scientists, famous scientists, come on TV talking about Mercury Retrograde. It's a thing. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately, I don't mean it like that. I just mean shockingly, this particular Mercury retrograde we got, which actually officially begins on the 27th, 26th here late, but anyway, 27th we'll call it. The energies are here right now. This is sort of the shadow lead-in period to it. During this Mercury retrograde, this is going to be Mercury retrograde on crack, and it's because the energies themselves, the energy, not just Mercury retrograde, the energy itself is also going retrograde, which according to my notes, I haven't seen happen in 14 years. So it might be a 14-year cycle. I don't know. I'm not old enough to know the cycle because I didn't catch the time before that because I was in 3rd grade and I was busy being a 3rd grader. But either way, I haven't seen it in 14 years. So with that, we not only have Mercury retrograde, we got the whole damn energy cycle going retrograde back, which explains, as I've said before, what's going on in my September monthly overview where I said any energy is Back to the Future. It feels like I felt when I left the movie Back to the Future. You know, it has that whole thing. I thought Universal was going to sue me. There's so much of it in the energy. Universal probably going to sue the universe for ripping off its movie plot. And sure enough, you know, other readers started talking about Back to the Future. But other than that, sure enough, we saw Back to the Future t-shirts, DeLoreans everywhere, all kinds of things. My Twitter feed is full of it. It looked like it's Michael J. Fox's Twitter feed for a little while. And it's still going to look like that. Because the reason Back to the Future, we don't always know why things happen until a little bit down the road. The reason Back to the Future showed up in the energy, and I read it to you that way because I give you everything that's in there, is because it really is. It really, right now, it's going back. It not only is it the theme of what the DM is feeling and thinking, it's the theme of the whole damn energy cycle flipping back on itself and blending with Mercury retrograde energies. Now I know because I get the emails from people or the DMs and the tweets. I know 50 other readers out there are watching me at least, and they're gonna go ahead and say the same thing. Oh, it feels like the energy's going backwards. Oh my God, oh my God. Well, go ahead. I want everybody to know what's going on. If I'm the only guy that can pick up on this stuff, which could be likely, I don't know. Fine. Believe it or don't believe it, I don't care. Proof will be in the pudding. Because you're going to see some serious shit during this Mercury retrograde. You're going to be like, God, this is Mercury retrograde on crack. Steve was right. Yeah. I know what I'm talking about. My bottom card here is Justice. I'm going to do my little intro spiel and we're going to talk. Alright? You're going to learn something here on this video. This video might be the reason I'm on YouTube, to teach you something. Something that might help you out. I think I can do that. I think I can explain some things. And I'm going to base it on a tweet string that's out on my Twitter feed that I saw the other night. Okay. I don't see all the tweets. There's like 500 tweets a day that go by, but I saw this one. And it's very indicative of what's going to be happening here. So this is a general reading. It's for all signs. It's the tarot at its best. I'm doing a flyover of the whole soulmate cycle here. It's for people, raccoons, chipmunks, beavers, platypus, black-nosed deer and bears, or black-nosed sheep and bears. It doesn't matter. If you're any one of those things, most of you are probably people, although the raccoons do love me. It's for you. If you found this reading, you found it for a reason. If you found Steve Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. It's a timeless reading, technically. Although with the retrograde energy I'm talking about, I would say this reading runs its course around the end of October, beginning around the end, well, around Thanksgiving time here in the U.S. Okay, because the energy is going to be retrograde longer than Mercury retrograde. If it lasts as long as the last time I spotted this 14 years ago, it'll probably die out and start to go direct again around Thanksgiving time here in the U.S., which is the end of November, beginning of December. Okay? So keep that in mind. That's what I mean by Mercury retrograde on crack. It's going to keep going and going and going. Okay. Bottom of my deck is Justice. Now I asked the universe, I said, what, with all this retrograde energy, tell me about the retrograde energy and how it's going to affect the soulmate cycle for my viewers. Okay. That's a good question, right? Well, here you go. We saw a peek of it the other day in a quickie, didn't we? Well, Justice. Energy is trying to balance here. And it's just, that's all it's trying to do. It's just trying to do what it does. All right? Right here, Justice. You're going to get some justice on something that looks dead. But this 10 of swords, 10 swords in the back of a bison underneath Justice. Somebody's, on one hand, if your person's in a third party or something like that, whatever that third party is, it's dead, done, and over. Either emotionally or in the physical, we keep seeing that. But that's not really why this is here. This is here because it's about the end of a painful cycle. It's a 10. It's the end of a painful cycle. That's nice. But it's also here because this is the driving force in part for this justice. It's again, it's a dip in the energy where somebody feels the loss. The Knight of Pentacles is coming in. It's an offer in this case, and it's an offer that's taken a long time to arrive. It's almost Ace of Pentacles energy here off of this. And underneath it is a Page of Cups showing up. Somebody that you didn't think would ever show up, shows up. The Burger King. The Burger King. The Emperor. But it's not really Burger King energy off this, because it's bookending Justice, which is balanced energy. It's like I told you in the other quickie. Burger King, all of a sudden, who usually you have to have it your way, is actually starting to bring the Whoppers properly and serve some good food for a change. It's very strange. It's very strange what's happening, but again, think the theme of Back to the Future. Marty goes back, he fucks up his parents' thing. That's what your person did. They fucked up. They blew you off. Then he goes back and he realizes, I can fix this. I've got a time machine. So he goes back. He's there, and now he has to fix it. Gets himself all dressed up in 50s clothes, and he fixes it. But he fixes it differently. It's different now. When he gets back home, everything's different. That's what's going on here. The Burger King is different. Burger King, in the first universe, the Burger King served shit food. It had to have things their way, and it was all controlling, and it was all this and that, and stubborn, and everything like that. In the new universe, you go and you get yourself a Whopper, and it comes the way you ordered it, and it tastes good, and you're like, what the fuck happened here? What did I do? I'm telling you. Somebody put up a picture of Ronald McDonald crying. He gonna be crying because Burger King's about to get good. I'm shuffling the deck here. Now, I talked about a tweet string on my Twitter feed, and that's going to come up in the reading. I'm absolutely certain of it. I have no doubt. That tweet string involved people thinking they're crazy because they wake up in the morning and somebody next to them. They feel like their person's there with them. Yeah. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to tell you why that's happening. It's in part because the energy's going retrograde, but it's also in part of something I always say, the energy's so on the surface right now, even the most shit energy reader can read this shit. That's right there. And it's really ironic, or coincidental. I keep watching this show because my wife likes it, and I don't know why, but she does. It's the new Fantasy Island. And every time I see an episode of that show, it ties into the energies of what's going on. Now, the last episode I saw was the one that was just on Hulu the other day. She was watching it. It was about the Day of the Dead and people coming back from the dead and all of that kind of stuff to fix things. It was really Back to the Future. It really was. You should check it out. It's the latest episode of Fantasy Island. It's the whole thing. It'll tell you everything you need to know about what's kind of happening here. It's somebody coming back to fix things and make things different and make things right and all that. It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't know I don't know what's going on, but that's how the universe talks to us. It talks to us through other people, through situations, through happenstance, through coincidences, all of that. You got to just pay attention. Get your nose out of your smartphone. Unless you're watching Steve's Love Tarot, then keep your nose in your smartphone. But other than that, this card was underneath the Burger King, by the way, in our pre-shuffle, and now it's here before the cut. It is the Three of Pentacles. A foundation. Somebody who wants to build a foundation here. Working together, a partnership of some kind. Got to see what comes after that, after the cut. Seven of Pentacles. It's divine timing. That foundation could not have been built before. Before Marty went back to the future, his parents were subservient to Biff. Biff was a big bully, bossing him around, probably banging Marty's wife, whether she liked it or not. She was just low self-worth, and, you know, people with low self-worth will bang anybody. It don't matter. You don't want to be like that. You know? The divine timing, you wouldn't have wanted it before. The new universe is better. And so you wouldn't have wanted this person before anyway. You wouldn't have. But now, something's changing here. I got Mercury Retrograde bringing them back, and I got Energy Retrograde, which I haven't seen in 14 years. I thought it was just an anomaly, or I thought I won't see it again in my life because it probably only happens every 100 years or so. I don't know how far into the cycle we were when I spotted it 14 years ago. That's the problem. I don't have any data to go on. I've been studying this shit since I was a kid, but I'm only 45, so I only have so much time under my belt. And like I said, maybe I missed the first cycle because I was busy being a third grader. Who knows? All right, here we go. Everything I just told you about that Seven of Pentacles, you wouldn't have wanted them before, right? The universe blocked this. It was the star. The universe blocked this connection. The universe sent the runner running. Because you both have important lessons you needed to learn. That's just what it is. Energy's just trying to balance. Ain't nothing fair or unfair here. Learn your lessons. It's never time wasted if you learn something. Even if you're just sitting in a parking lot waiting for somebody to come out of a store and they're like, God, they're taking forever. This is wasted time. You're the one wasting the damn time. You could be learning something. You probably got your smartphone in your hand. Go research something. Do something. Learn something. Observe the people around you in the parking lot. See what they're doing. See how they interact with each other. You'll learn something. You'll learn something about human nature. That'll help you in life. What's underneath the star? Ain't no time wasted. Unless you waste it. Right here. Six of Pentacles. Underneath this. It was breadcrumbing. It was energy trying to balance. This is a minor arcana justice card right here. The universe blocked this. It's divine timing. It's a delayed wish, delayed gratification. It's the textbook definition of the star. But it's delayed. It's delayed for purpose, though. It's major arcana. It's the universe delaying it. It ain't people delaying it. Right here. Six of Pentacles, because energy needed to balance here. And if they come together, and that's I told you with the last soulmate cycle. You know, there are 12-year cycles. People come in and go, you know, in and out throughout the cycle. You're not stuck in it for 12 years. It's just a cycle is 12 years. That much I know. And I know the last one, people came together very easy. That was the late 2007. And again, they overlap. I did a whole video on this so in my mailbag, so you can check that out. Or I did it in an all signs reading or something. I think I grabbed a pad or whatever. Anyway, they overlapped, so it could have been 2005, 2000. But anyway, in the last cycle, everybody came together quickly. You know? And there was no journey, really. So they went on so they were out of balance and went on their journey together. They're all fucking divorced now. It's a huge divorce rate. They all broke up, whatever. This connection has the potential for a lot of long term. It's a beautiful thing. The star is our overall energy. Whole readings clarifying the star. And I know I'm yammering a lot, and I'm not pulling a lot of cards, and I hope that scares away the impatient people, because if you're impatient and you're not willing to learn the lessons, which my job is to help you spot, then you're probably not cut out for a twin flame deep soul connection. It's probably not for you. You're just not going to learn your lesson, and things are just going to repeat for you over and over again. You're always and you're going to, ironically, you're going to wonder why my life keeps being like this. Why does this keep repeating over and over again? Because you ain't learning the lessons. My job is just to help you spot them. So if you don't want to hear what I have to say, which some people write in and say you like the sound of your own voice, yeah, well, fuck you. I'm not here for the sound of my own voice. I'm here to teach people something. And I got a lot to teach. So if you want to learn it, pay attention. If you don't, lots of other tarot readers, they'll go ahead and give you a little sugar coat reading. You'll hear what you want to hear, go about your day. Keep your life exactly the same. Right here is the energy around the connection. Right here's how your person feels. Right here's how they feel about you, not what they show you, not what they tell you. Because trust me, in the 3D, what people show you and tell you is bullshit. People don't talk about their feelings. They cover their feelings with noise and laughter. That's what they do. Right here. That's a quote from Jackson Browne, who noticed it way early in his life and wrote a song about it in the 1970s. Right here, the hidden energies, what the universe wants you to know through me, and I'm going to tell you, and right here's the final outcome. I'm going to clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet your sweet asses, I know they're sweet, there's going to be a link for an extended in the description. I strongly recommend it, but you don't have to. It's always an option. It's not a big deal. But kind of is this time. Anyway, the star. What's the energy around the connection right now? What's the first card out after this star? The block is gone. I did not know that was there. I knew I was going to say the block is gone. It came in my head, the block is gone. I flipped the card, it's the love geese. The lovers, right here, coming together. The love geese are flying in. Remember, about the star, I said, what's the first card out after the star? The star is our overall energy. I said this connection was blocked by the universe because energy needed to balance. Somebody, both sides, needed to learn something, so when they come together, they stay together. Or they at least get closure that allows them to have a good life from there and take their lessons and move forward. The block is done. Somebody's awake. Both sides are awake. Both sides have learned a lesson to a point. I think to a point on the divine masculine side. The divine feminine, most of you seem to be getting it. I see you on my Twitter feed. I'm one of you. And we're here. We're checking that out. And everybody seems to be doing good. You're getting your idea here. But this card ties to that tweet. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was fate. It's just fate. I knew it on my morning walk. I said, I saw that tweet this morning that was going around last night about people waking up and feeling like their person's next to them and wondering if they're crazy. You're not fucking crazy. I'm going to explain something to you about energy right now, and I'm going to explain something to you about what happens when we first wake up. Energy, what you're feeling right now, your soulmate on the other side, the divine masculine, is awake, or awakening at the very least. They are pumping out so much energy. It's literally like you're standing next to the speakers at a rock concert. And your energy is pumping out too. But your energy compared to theirs, and I often use this comparing the soul to the ego, but I'm going to use it here. Your energy is like you trying to listen to a transistor radio next to that wall of sound. You're not going to be able to hear it. They woke up, they realized, I fucked up. Justice is coming here. The glove geese are flying in. When you first wake up in the morning, we get what we call sometimes groggy. There's a moment, and it usually doesn't last very long. For some people it lasts like a minute, but for most people it's about 5-10 seconds, give or take. In those 5-10 seconds, you're standing between the 3D and the 5D. You got 1 foot in the 3D and 1 foot in the 5D. You're basically me. That's how I live my life. In that moment of grogginess, you get to see what being Steve is like. That's how I live. I walk down, I have blocks in place so I don't pick it all up, but I can walk down the street I could remove the block and just feel everybody, feel everything. Unhappy, happy, unhappy, 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 happy. You know, kind of a thing like that. It's terrible. Well, it's terrible. It'll drive you crazy. But what you're picking up on, your person is there. All right? I can make a joke and say it's me because we're all banging, right? It's me. Now, I'm not going to make any joke here. Your person is there. They're right there with you. And for that brief moment, when you wake up, you're me. You're feeling their energy. You could basically do a Steve reading for the 5 seconds right there. I'm in that energy right now, in that groggy state. That 1 foot in the 5D, 1 foot in the 3D. It's very real. Now you could try and block that out if you want. But I want to explain something to you about energy. And it's very important that I do this before I pull the rest of the cards, because I know where this reading's going. And I ain't looked. Hey, I know where it's going. I'll read the energy first, then I pull the cards. The bottom line is, you can block it out if you want. Most energy readers, real ones anyway, view the energy that we read as, we sometimes call it, well actually we always call it the river. We call it the river because it's easier to view it as water. So I want you to think of the energy around you as water. Water takes the shape of whatever you pour it in. Water can be dammed up even. Now by you putting up a block, water flows though. A river flows, right? It's got waterfalls, it goes around rocks and all that. We don't run into problems until we try to either dam up the river or swim against the current. That's why you should just let things flow. By blocking this and trying to tell yourself, and blocking it doesn't mean I'm distracting myself and I'm not paying attention to it. That's what the other side's been doing, and that's why they're in trouble right now, which we'll explain that to you in a second. My explanation here will explain both sides. But what I mean by blocking it is you saying things like, oh, am I crazy? Am I this or am I that? Or am I whatever? No. Stop that. Stop it. You're not. Let the energy flow. Let it flow. Don't try to stop the river. We run into problems when we dam up a river. They ran into huge problems when they dammed up the Colorado River with Hoover Dam to build Lake Mead. Huge problems. And those problems are starting to reveal themselves now that they predicted back when they built it. And it's always a problem. It always causes an issue. Water should be allowed to flow. The river should be allowed to be the river. And if you mess with the energy, if you start telling yourself you're crazy and this and that and I'm this and I'm that, just don't freak out about it. Don't obsess about the person. Just go with the flow. Picture yourself on an inner tube in the middle of the goddamn river, and wherever it takes you, and sometimes you're going to hit a waterfall, but you'll be fine. You're good. You're okay. You'll survive it. You'll be fine. You'll get a little wet, but you're all wearing bikinis anyway. Who cares? You're all set. Just let it flow. That's where your person ran into trouble. Because you can dam up a river, but all that water is just going to build up behind it and form a lake or a reservoir. It's all still there. So if you don't let this flow and let this soulmate cycle play out, and doesn't mean you have to obsess and be upset about it. Just know what's happening here. It's just a river. Doing what rivers do, they flow. If you dam it up, it doesn't matter if you're able to do it. You distract yourself with something else. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm walking. It's fine. Knock yourself out. But the problem with that is that river still builds, and dams have a tendency to break. And I don't care if it's 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road, when that dam breaks, all of it's going to come back like it's in the right now. Just like that. All of it. It's going to turn right back into a river again. And it's all going to come rushing out because it's all still there. And this is what's happening here. This is why the love geese are flying in. And this, I see a dam, a broken dam. When I look at this card, the energy around your connection, I see a broken dam. The soulmate on the other side, the divine masculine, spends so much fucking time, and we've seen it in the readings with the 5 of swords, the 7 of swords, denying this connection. No, there's no soulmate connection here. There's nothing here. I'm not interested. I don't want to be feeling this. I'm going to stay with my person who I hate, and the sex is bad, but I'm going to stay here anyway because of this, and this excuse. All of that was a dam damming up the river, and the dam broke when they woke up. And all that shit, that's why when you wake up in the morning and you think they're next to you, they are. Because all that shit, that reservoir that built up, all came rushing out. Just like if Hoover Dam blew up. Lake Mead had come flying through. And that's what's going on. That's what you're feeling right now. That's what's going on the other side. And that's perfect timing. The star. Divine timing. 2 cards of divine timing back to back. The 7 of Pentacles after the cut and the star here in the overall energy. Back to back cards. Divine timing. This person had to learn. They learned. It's divine timing right now. It's all coming out. The dam has broken. The love geese are flying in. That's what's happening. If you think of it as water, you'll get it. So you're getting a little wet. That's why I tell you all to put on your bikinis. I knew you were going to get wet. You know. I got a bunch of wet women here on my channel. I love it. This is wonderful. It's fucking great. But yeah, they're next to you. They're right there with you. They're on top of you. They're inside you. They're around you. They're everywhere. They're in your hair. They're in your shampoo bottle. Their energy is all around you. I see it on Twitter. I can read your energy off your tweets. It sticks for a little bit. It doesn't stay very long. I can read the energy off a tweet. No different than someone submitting a form for a personal reading. It doesn't stay long, but it's there. I can read it. They're all around you. They're there. I laughed when I saw that tweet and when that person who said, and everybody else chimed in with their own stories, and somebody said, I'm waking up next to my person. Am I crazy? I laughed my ass off when I saw that. I mean, literally, capital LOL. I'm like, yeah, I bet you did. I bet you had some fucking dreams, too. How do they feel in their emotions? I bet you did. The dam broke. Spank bank upright. Right there. What'd I just say? I ain't looked at them. You saw the cards are sitting right here. King of Wands. King of Wands takes action. How do they feel in their emotions? Passion. The dam broke. Look at this. This is passion. It's the King of Wands. It's passion. I call it the spank bank upright for a reason. Yeah, they're right there next to you, and they've been banging you energetically all night while you slept, too, by the way. The dam has broken. Somebody done let the love geese out of the cage. That's what you're feeling. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. Marty McFly is fixing things energetically right now. But I believe for the vast majority of you, this is going to translate over the next few months. I have to stretch it out because you're all different people. It might happen next week. I'm not saying it won't. Just listen to me. Put the dog down and put your pants back on. This ain't a bang. I actually take them off. Fuck it. Anyway, let the river flow. Your person's dam already broke. You're going to get wet. You're going to get nailed with a bunch of water. You're going to feel like they're with you. You're going to feel like you're going crazy. You're going to feel all sorts of shit. Let it happen. Just flow with it. Be like water. Water takes the shape of whatever it's poured into. Just let it flow. We only run into trouble in life when we fight the current or we try to dam it up. That's where we run into problems. And that's where obsession builds. And things. Look at your person here. The dam broke. How do they feel about you? Not what I just took a peek at the card. Oh my God. This reading is so fucking spot on. I'm going to say it. If you don't think this reading is spot on, shut the fucking video off and go away. I don't even want your energy here. Look at this. How do they feel about you? The Queen of Cups. I got passion. I got love. I got energy match. I got the love geese. Look, I'm sorry for the speeches. I'm sorry for the lessons for those that don't like the lessons. But you got to learn about this stuff. You got to understand what's going on. Most energy readers, even if most energy readers in the world don't know shit about energy, it always blows my fucking mind because I've met some great ones who only learned about the spiritual side. So they equate it all with all the new agey stuff and everything like that. I know the science side, and the science side does not refute the spiritual side. In fact, it proves it. It backs it up. I can tell you that. The spiritual side is spot on, but you've got to know both sides of the coin. The science side helped me to understand what these abilities are, how they work, and why they work. And it helped me understand energy more, because that's where you learn about physics and the flow and all of that. Let this flow, people. Look at this. Geese, bookending each other, geese. This is one of the love geese. Right here, it's a ghost. It's the Queen of Cups. It's the most love one human being can feel for another. It's an overflowing Ace of Cups that is given. The Queen of Cups gives the full cup. This passion in their feelings. Deep love in how they feel about you. The dam has broken. So what you're feeling is a rush of water that was once a reservoir that the Divine Masculine held behind a dam, now coming at you. And you're standing there, and I have this beautiful image in my head. I wish I could give it to you. You're standing there on what was once a stream, right? On the bank, you got your little fishing pole, little thing in the water, catching yourself a brook trout or something. And you look to your right, and there is a torrent of water coming towards you, a mile wide and 2 miles high. And it's coming right for you. And you're just standing there with your little fishing pole going, oh, fuck. That is where we're at right now. Look at this row of fucking cards. Damn broke. Passion and how they feel in their emotions. The King of Wands. And the Queen of Cups for how they feel about you. Deep, deep love. Just let it flow. I'm concerned for the Divine Feminine because some of you are starting to question and you're starting to stop it. That puts a dam up. Don't do, just believe. Faith. We talk about faith, right? Don't have hope. Have faith. It's okay. Just let it flow. You're going to be fine. We began this reading with a Justice card. You're going to be okay. And again, my lawyer friends, I hear them in my voice. But do what you want. I have to say that. Legal. There. Now you can't sue me. Right. Are you happy now? I'm sure Shelly's watching. She always watches. She's one of my lawyer friends. Just let it flow. Okay? Be cool. It's a very special connection. What's the hidden energy read with this dam breaking? The Magician. Led into gold. Alchemy. Right here, the universe, again, hammering this message home to me. Hammering it home. This person has changed. Led into gold. Lead was what the dam was made out of. Gold is this person coming in. Gold is that torrent of water coming towards you when all you wanted to do was catch a brook trout with your little pole. You had a little stream next to you. Oh, this person's never coming in. They're never going to wake up. They're never going to do anything. Look up. There's a giant. No wonder they're waking up next to you. They're right there. They're with you all day. Their energy is attached to you. Spying is kicking back up. Everything's kicking back up. This reading could be, this reading is probably the reason I'm here. Okay, at this point in the connection. To witness this damn retrograde of everything. What's the final outcome? Red with the King of Wands. God, I love tarot. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, universe, for just backing my ass up today. Huh? Somebody loves me. I'll tell you what, the Ace of Swords. The King of Wands takes action. All they want to do. Right here, dam broken, come in, love geese flying in, bring this love. This is communication when it falls here. In fact, it's one of the most powerful cards of communication in my reading, and I'm me, so it's my fucking reading. When I pull this card in the final outcome right here, it's the Ace of Swords. It's someone who speaks their truth. It's a new beginning. It's a fresh start. It's somebody who's realized some things they didn't realize before. The universe put them in time out to figure the fuck out. What they did was make a mistake. What you did was get it right because you found me and I've got you in fancy bikinis finding your self-worth. I'm handling the Divine Feminine side. I'm helping a lot of you to figure it out, to find out that you're worthy of things, to find out that you shouldn't need somebody, you want somebody. But if they don't want you, fuck them. You know, that's part of self-worth. Let the energy flow. This person on the other side, this Divine Masculine, built a dam. They fucked up. They did what any energy reader in the world who knows their salt would have said, do not do that. Don't build a dam. Don't do it. No. No. And they did it anyway. They built a fucking Hoover Dam of denial. I don't like this. I don't want this. No, no, no. I'm scared. This is too much love. No, no, it's too much. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, right? You know. The fucking hell. That's from Lost in Space or Space Odyssey or one of them shows. A little robot used to go around. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. I don't know. Anyway, I forget what show it's from. One of them old 60s or 50s space shows. Either way, that's what they did. And whenever you build a dam, even the builders of Hoover Dam will tell you, you know, I can hear the meeting now. We're going to build this dam, but you know, one day it's going to break. You know, one day the dam will break. Without maintenance, the dam will break. And if Hoover Dam was left on its own, in just 25 years' time, it'd be leaking like a sieve if it wasn't maintained on a regular basis. It will break. The river always wins, just like the soul always wins. This person's very big in their ego, and it was their brain, it was their ego that was saying, no, 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 I don't want this, no, 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 I'm going to stay with my person, no, 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 no. That's all ego. The soul wins in the end. The dam breaks, and that's what's happening here. And that's why you're all feeling weird. That's why the energy is kicking up. That's why you're waking up and you feel like your person's next to you. When you first wake up, in those first 5-10 seconds for most of you, for some of you just 2 seconds, you have 1 foot in the 5D and 1 foot in the 3D. You're basically me for those 2 or 3 seconds, like I said. Welcome to my fucking world, where I see people next to me that aren't here. That's why I can see your bikinis on the floor during the bangs. That's why I know you're naked. That's why I know. I can feel it. Because your energy is here. Energetically, I've seen you all buck naked and banged you. It's wonderful. But your person's doing that too. It's right there. They got huge love for you. And they're going to communicate. That's communication. This is a beautiful reading. All right. Let's go. Let's clarify. You got to know these things. It's irresponsible of me to come out here and just pull tarot readings and not share with you the energies around you and how things work. It would be irresponsible. That's just somebody looking for ad revenue and trying to bullshit their way through a fucking tarot reading. That's shit. You don't do that. You got to learn some things. And I know Shelly's watching. I know. Do what you want to do. There. She's happy now. Good Lord. That girl, she's crazy. Good lawyer, though. Anyway, take my advice for what it's worth to you. I'm going to tell you this straight up. I don't always show it to you. The bottom card, which would be the crossing card of the 2 cards I'm about to pull from the top of the deck, is the Fool. Somebody taking a leap of faith. I base how I read the energy off of these 2 cards off of that. The 4 of Cups. Somebody who wasn't interested before. Somebody who built a dam is now sitting in disappointment. And the dam broke. The dam has fucking broken. 3 of Pentacles. Somebody who wasn't interested before now wants to build a foundation, now wants to build a partnership. They're very upset. There's disappointment here. They're upset that there isn't at least a friendship here, that there isn't something. This, at the very least, these connections, whether you end up together or not, you could be lifelong friends. Somebody you could turn to. If this person would wake the fuck up, which they are, in their soul, they have the ability to be a very, very wise, enlightened person. You wouldn't love them if they weren't. The souls recognized each other and like each other. You know each other from past lives. These are powerful connections. Why's the King of Wands here? Somebody who wasn't interested before, the dam broke, now they're interested. That's why you're waking up next to them. They're all around you. Their energy is right on top of you. I'm telling you. I'm not making it up. You can believe whatever you want. I'm not making anything up, but that I'm not making up. You best believe that. Otherwise, you're going to build a dam of your own by telling yourself, oh, I'm crazy. Oh, I'm nuts. Oh, I must be losing my mind. That builds a dam. That doesn't allow the energy to flow. Stop it. You're hurting yourself, and you're slowing the connection down. The divine feminine, yeah, the divine masculine is guilty of a lot of things here, all the damn building and looking away. But the divine feminine is guilty too of not letting them run, of not having the self-worth. To just say, well, you're not interested in me? Okay, fine, bye. I'll go bang Steve. You know, really, seriously. Just let the energy flow. It's cool. I'm not a bad lay anyway. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. All right, here we go. King of Wands. A couple people actually watching these videos who could tell you that, actually. I got a lot of my exes who found me out here. They're all like, oh my God, you finally did something with that. That's so wonderful. I bang you every night. Oh, God. All right, here we go. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Communication. They're worried. Yeah, of course they're worried. They're learning. It's the rainbow from the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, rainbow, happiness. They want to communicate. The passion, it's building. It's like a volcano here with this King of Wands. The spank bank's not enough here. The dam broke. The geese are flying in. I got 3 geese. 3 love geese. Well, I got 2 love geese, technically. You got 2 geese here. One of them decided, hey, I'm going to leave this card. I'm going to go over here. Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Destiny. It all is playing out the way it was supposed to. That's the energy off the card. It's a card of communication. I got communication, 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 communication. And these cards are read together. I've got dam breaking. Somebody wasn't interested. Now they're all of a sudden want to build a foundation. Lead into gold. They're a completely different person. Someone's changed. Someone has changed. And we see the change here. Especially with the love geese flying. Queen of Cups, tell me about this love. This is a love that they denied a lot. They built a dam. Again, think of energy as water. It's easier, it technically is frequency and energy waves and things like that, but for you to think of it as water is probably easier. A river is the best thing for you to picture. Are you going to go down to a river by your house and try and stop it? You know, maybe you weigh 110 pounds soaking wet. You're going to go down to a river and try and, even if you weigh 300 pounds soaking wet, what are you going to do? You're not going to do anything. Throw some rocks in the water, we'll try and stop this. Just let life flow. It's fine. You're all good. You're not going to end up, the only time we end up on the rocks is when we fight shit. It's the truth. Look at my life. My life's going great. I have a pretty smooth life. I'm all right. I never fight anything. I just go with it. There we go. Queen of Cups. My wife finds it annoying because she worries about everything. She's a worry wart. She's a scientist, so that they do. She got to calculate everything. Even a trip to the grocery store with her is a military exercise. She got maps. You're going to go here. You go to aisle 7, and I feel like I'm playing in a football game, and she's the coach. I just want to get some Pop-Tarts. Just chill out. Get whatever you want. Right here. Queen of Cups. Why is it here? King of Cups. Divine couple. This card has a different meaning here, but it has the same meaning. It just when it falls on top. It's divine couple. This person's the dam is open. I don't know what else to tell you. Nobody crazy. Stop building dams and telling yourself you're crazy. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Okay, fine. Tell yourself I'm done. I'm walking away. Don't tell yourself I'm done. I'm walking away. You're not done. You're tied at the soul, and you've been tied at the soul for many, many lifetimes. Okay? Tell yourself, I'm going to go on with my, say it like this, I'm going to go on with my life, and if they come in, I'll talk to them if they come right. But otherwise, I'm going to go on with my life. That's working with the river. Go on with your life. You'll meet some new people. You'll bang me. You'll bang them. And this person will just come in. I think they're going to come in anyway. Well, I got King and Queen of Cups here. Someone who didn't give the love now knows they need to. I mean, it's pretty straightforward here, but it's a divine couple sitting next to the card of destiny. Why is the King of Cups here? They're coming in. The Knight of Wands, this energy is driving them to come in. The Knight of Wands, sudden, out of nowhere, a brave action because they are worried. The Knight of Wands does things with bravery. The Page of Pentacles is a little meek. It's a fawn. thinking about every word they're going to say, but they have to at this point. They built a dam, and that water is taking them for a ride too. Not just you. And it might be washing some things out of their life as well. The universe don't want to talk about a third party here. It wants to talk about you. It wanted me to teach you something. I hope I have. I know for the fast forwarders I haven't. That's fine. Oh, my God. Dun, 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 dun. The Magician. For the people that think I like the sound of my own voice and want to give me a backhanded compliment like that, I'm going to tell you straight up. You got to give the lessons here. You got to understand what's going on. If you think you don't need to understand this stuff, you just want to know what's going on with your soulmate connection, then I guess your life is perfectly fine. I guess you're good. Everything's good. People flow to you like water. Money flows to you like water. You're banging whoever you want. You could basically walk into a grocery store and point, and the girl's pants come down. I guess you're perfectly fine. I'm teaching you how to do that. I mean, metaphorically speaking. All right, why is the Magician here? Why is the Magician here? Ace of Wands. Led into gold. Led into gold. Somebody led into gold. It's red with the Four of Cups. Ace of Wands with the Four of Cups. Somebody who wasn't interested is now interested. The universe just repeating a message to us. They've changed. It's different. Somebody who wasn't interested, now interested. Somebody who wasn't interested, now interested. Ace of Wands, and it took up a spell. Ace of Pentacles. This has long-term potential. That's what this card means here. Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles are time in a love reading. This has long-term commitment potential. And somebody is very disappointed that it's not, and it's their own fucking fault for building a wall or a dam. And that dam messed you up. Because they built a dam, it made you think you were crazy, it made you this, it made you that. But really it was a time for you to find your self-worth as the Divine Feminine. And I'm so glad a lot of you have. A lot of you have figured it out. You know, this person, they got a lot of splaining to do. And I think they're going to with this Ace of Swords here. Why is the Ace of Swords here? It's a very important reading. It's a very important turning point, this Mercury retrograde period, with the energy itself going, the energy cycle itself going into a retrograde around that. This reading stretches way beyond Mercury retrograde, though it's labeled as that. I couldn't label it any other way because nobody else out there knows anything about energy cycles and shit like that. And they wouldn't pick up on it going retrograde to save their fucking lives. Because they don't look at it that way. They don't understand it that way. They want to understand only the spiritual side and not the science side as well. And that's a mistake. You miss all of it. Yes, the spiritual side is the magic of what's going on. But the science side is the explanation. All magic with no explanation is just hokey. And it doesn't help you. It doesn't help you be better at what you do. You think your car works by magic? Your car, well, it does in a way. Actually, it works off of energy. It does. But you got to understand how it works to fix it. There we go. But then, you know, I'm a little different than most people. I don't understand how somebody can hurl themselves down the road in a 3,000-pound hunk of metal, 4,000-pound hunk of metal, and not know how it works. I don't understand that. That doesn't make logical sense to me. I want to know before I get in this thing how it works. And I'm shuffling. Don't worry. I'm just killing time while I'm shuffling. Here we go. I like to know how things work is what I'm trying to say. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Five of Swords reversed. Led into gold. Led into gold. Five of Swords reversed is somebody who's done fucking fighting. Done self-sabotaging. Somebody who once self-sabotaged is no longer self-sabotaging. No longer doing it. I've got endless cards here. I've got the Seven of Wands as the next card out with the Wheel of Fortune. It's somebody who is a little bit defensive. Standing back and it's all on top of a card of communication. They're definitely reaching out. We got the Ace of Swords. But the Ace of Swords is here. One of the truths they've realized, this person has actually realized that they shoot themselves in the foot on this whole thing. And they're standing up and doing what's right. You know? And the crossing card on that, by the way, is the Hanged Man. And underneath the Hanged Man is the Judgment. Again, everything I said, balancing out here. The Hanged Man. A new perspective. They got a new perspective. What is the truth they've realized that they want to speak, that with the dam breaking, is that they were, Five of Swords upright, self-sabotaging themselves. They are now not, and they want to talk about it. They realize they want to reach out. Red with the Wheel of Fortune of Destiny is someone who finally figured out, you know, the Seven of Wands can be defensiveness, it can be having the high ground, but it's also somebody standing up and doing what's right for them, somebody who has a new perspective on what that is now. And Judgment. All in divine timing, resurrection, the past, coming into the present, affecting the future. Underneath that, I didn't even know that was there. I just happened to catch it. Death. A new beginning. Transformation. The old way dying, the new way coming. What is that? Led into gold. It seems to be a repeating theme. I didn't believe it the first time I saw it. I think it was an all signs reading. I said, well, I don't know. And the universe been pissed at me ever since. I've been like, Steve, I'm just going to keep shoving lead into gold in your face. Yeah, it's been pissed ever since. As if this isn't crazy enough. Underneath the Death card, I got Hanged Man. Bottom of the deck is Hanged Man. New perspective. Judgment. Past coming back. To affect the future, to affect into the present, to affect the future. What was is no longer the same. We're going to be different. Led into gold, the Death card, and then led into gold on crack. And what this tells me here, this is almost perfection in tarot from Judgment. You don't get to the world until you pass Judgment. The dam has broken. They've obviously passed Judgment because they got through Judgment, and now we have a transformation. And they're at the world. Judgment is just before the world. If we don't pass Judgment, we don't go to the world. That's why the world is the most powerful card. Someone tried to argue that to me once, and I explained it to them like this. Think of Judgment as a bouncer at or a doorman at a very elite club. Okay? You have to impress that doorman enough to get into the club. The world being the club in this analogy. If you're shit, you don't get into club. If you're not hot, your tits aren't out enough, whatever it is, back to the end of the line. The end of the line is what? It's the Fool. You start back over again. You got to get past this bouncer right here. This doorman who's going to inspect you and see that you're hot enough to go in the club and get to the world. Your person gets to the world. The dam broke, they're awake. I'm gonna hold firm on that. Now there is no time in the fucking energy I'm pulling from. I'm not saying they're awake today. For a lot of you they are. But sometime during this retrograde period, specifically Mercury retrograde, although the energy retrograde should, if my notes hold true, last until probably around the Thanksgiving time here in the US, the end of November / beginning of December. I don't know. Because I don't know when I came into that cycle. It could be retrograde for a while. I don't know. We're going to find out together. How about that? And you'll be able to see it in the real world. You'll start to see things coming back. People you haven't heard from forever. Forever. Where the hell did you come from? You know, that kind of thing. Underneath that world is the Ten of Wands. You're heavy on their mind. That's why this right here. Oh my God. Symmetry. I did not know the Empress was under there. I was just about to say, I was going to tell you the Ten of Wands. You're heavy on their mind. That's their energy is right around you. That's why you're waking up and you feel someone there. You feel a presence around you. And I swear to God, there you are underneath that Ten of Wands. I shit you not. I cannot believe it. That's you. That's the Divine Feminine right there. Irresistible force. Oh my God. And underneath that is a wish fulfilled, emotional contentment. Of course, everybody gets emotional contentment with the Empress. So hopefully my explanations here were helpful, especially why the World is the most powerful card in the Major Arcana. I think my little bouncer analogy is true. We all know those clubs. You got to be hot enough to get in. That makes the World powerful because it's the club. That's a lot of power that doorman has to let you into something so special, isn't it? If it's that special. It's the best analogy I can give. Energetically, it's the most powerful card. That I can say. All right, I'm going to pull 3 cards. I don't even know if I need to, but I'm going to pull 3 cards from the universe, see if there's anything else. Anything else you want to tell these people, universe, before we go pull some fucking wicked voodoo? Wicked voodoo. You know what we don't see here? What don't I have? I don't have a tower. I don't have a devil. I had a Burger King in the pre-shuffle, but it didn't come back. All I got is this person, oh, please let me in the club. Let me in the club. My dam broke. I got to take a wicked piss. And let me in the club at my Empress. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it looks like the bouncer let them in. That's why their energy's around you. Nobody going crazy. Stop telling yourself that. Stop building dams. Your person built a dam and they're paying for it. They paid for it with karma. Dams need a lot of maintenance. They built, they paid for it with karma, and now they're paying for it because the dam broke, because they didn't put the maintenance in. They couldn't deny this connection. It was destiny. Destiny. I got destiny all over this fucking reading. They couldn't deny the connection. So now the dam broke. I got love geese. I got the Queen of Cups goose. I got the King of Wands spanking. They were banging you. That person, whoever woke up next to their person, that person was banging your ass all night. Alright? I'll tell you what. That's what they were doing. Energetically speaking. Anyway, yeah, I know that the new agey or trendy readers would say you were up on the astral plane talking. I'll say it like, fuck that. I'm Steve. They were banging you. Straight up. Stop putting hocus pocus on things that are science. It doesn't matter. It's just energy doing what energy does in nature, trying to balance. Don't got to add no hocus pocus to it. It just confuses things. And all kinds of, well, what's the astral plane? And what does this mean? We were talking up there. What does that mean? Fuck that. They were banging you. Energetically, they are right with you. They're right next to you. They're all around you. Like static electricity, like you've been rubbing your feet on the carpet and if you touch something, it's your person zapping. That kind of thing. Bottom of the deck, the 3 of Cups. Somebody coming to open up who hasn't opened up before. Queen of Pentacles, you nurture their soul. Soulmate connection. I ain't got a bad card. Crossing the Queen of Pentacles is the 10 of Cups. The dam has fucking broken. Somebody now, the glove geese are flying in. Somebody sees your value. Queen of Pentacles feels the nurturing energy. 3 of Cups is the card of communication. It's opening up emotionally, the flow of water, the flow of emotion. Someone who hasn't been like this before. 4 of Cups, right here. Disinterested, right here. It's all about this soulmate connection. Crossing this Queen of Pentacles is the 10 of Cups. And they all fucking lived happily ever after. But right now, it's a torrent of water. Picture yourself down, you're minding your own business, you're fishing in a little stream. It's just a little stream. It's nice. Because there's a dam about a mile up the road that dams the river, so it's just a little stream. A dam that your DM put up. You're catching yourself some brook trout. You got a whole bunch of them in there. Oh, you're excited. You got yourself a brown trout too. Cool. Those are great. I actually think they're prettier than brook trout, to be perfectly honest with you. But either way, whatever. That's nice. You got yourself some trout. And then you look up, and there's a torrent of fucking water coming towards you. A torrent of fucking water. That's what's going on in the energy. Nobody losing their mind. Go with the flow. Okay? Let the energy, put yourself on an inner tube in the middle of that water coming at you and just ride. Just chill out. All good things come to those who ride the river. Yeah, I know. It's an energy reader saying, but it's true. Anybody who fights it, people spend their whole lives fighting that fucking river. Stop it. Just go. Just let it flow. It's cool. You'll be amazed where it'll take you. And you don't know what's around the next bend. Why are you fighting the current? Why are you fighting against the stream? You don't know what's around the next bend. It might be awesome. It might be bad too, but you still learn something. There's good, there's bad. Light and shade. That's life. That's what it is. Sometimes you hit the white water. Sometimes it's smooth as silk, and you're like, this is fucking great. This is awesome. It is what. But you can't appreciate the awesome without the shit. Otherwise, you wouldn't have anything to compare it to. So learn your lessons and go with the flow. I'm going to pull some voodoo. What's my extended reading going to be about? All this shit. I'm going to find out about their dam. I'm going to be a structural engineer. A civil engineer. I'm going to find out why their dam broke. How about that? What's that going to tell you? That's going to tell you a lot. And I'm also going to tell you, I want to say, I'm going to pull on where this is going. You know, I'm going to pull on that, but I really want to find out why that dam broke. Why? Because it really has. I feel it in the energy anyway. You know, and your person ain't waking up next to me. But I feel it, for sure. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful to you. Sorry for those of you that wrote in and said I like the sound of my own voice. I'm sorry. If you don't like the sound of my voice, there's an unsubscribe button right up at the top. Or you can send me your YouTube user and I'll be glad to block your ass. I don't care. I'm here for the people that want me, which is the very lesson, by the way, the Divine Feminine needs to learn. You only want people that want you. Only be interested in people that are interested in you. That is the very definition of self-worth. Find it and go with the flow. Now, for those of you that do or don't mind the sound of my voice, well, there's an extended and a link for it in the description. Go find it. If you want it, it's there for you. I'm going to pull it right now. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, everybody who watches. Good luck.